Hi, welcome to the Planetary Astrology New Moon Forecast. Maha Shivarati here, February 2023. See the backwaters in southern India, and out there is the ocean. The moon is waning, growing smaller and darker, and on February 19th at 11:06 p.m. the moon will conjoin the sun, reach the end of the Amavasya Tithi, and then begin to wax again. Feeling tired, maybe needing a break, or just feeling a call inward, a time for reflection. This new moon has a lot of inward focused spiritual energy in it. We are in the new moon that falls just after the sacred dark moon of Shivaratri, Maha Shivarati. In India, this is a time to celebrate Lord Shiva, the great destroyer and liberator of attachments. He's often seen dancing in a dance of destruction or sitting in meditation in the mountains. Lord Shiva is what's infinite, and he teaches us what is impermanent. He is a refuge for the spiritual seeker, and he gives great boons of prosperity and protection. Mahashivaratri is a very important holiday here in India. People celebrate Lord Shiva by doing austere practices, normally like staying up all night, fasting, praying, saying the names of Lord Shiva in mantra form, or singing prayers and offerings to Lord Shiva now are multiplied 1,000-fold. So you get a lot of spiritual energy and grace from doing these kinds of practices on this night. The actual night of Mahashivaratri will be on the 18th of February, the day before the new moon. And the moon is just a sliver, the Shiva moon. This is called the Chaturdasi Tithi, and it's the Tithi, or the phase of the moon, that is considered to be the most vulnerable in Vedic astrology and needs the refuge of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva grants liberation from attachments. He can free you from so many patterns that you may feel like are completely unchangeable in your life. So if there's something that just doesn't want to budge, something, maybe it's an inner attitude, or even like a trauma that you want to heal from, or a relationship pattern that you're just tired of reliving. Lord Shiva is a liberator of patterns. His nature is to change and also to empower the soul to eventually get moksha. This new moon will begin the lunar cycle in the nakshatra of Shatabisha, a star of healing called the 100 Healers. This is a star with a lot of mystery in it. It's called the veiling star. It veils and unveils the truth. And just like Lord Shiva penetrates the veil of Maya when he opens his third eye and allows us to see, Shatabisha is a lot about allowing what is unseen to be seen, or allowing illnesses that are mysterious to be healed and resolved. A lot of mysteries or secrets can be revealed around this time as well. Varuna, the god of the oceans, lives in this star, the waters, the sea. And it falls in Aquarius, sidereal Aquarius, this star. And Aquarius, even though it's an air sign, you might know, is actually symbolized by water that's held in a kumbha, in a pot, and is poured out onto the earth. And how we use it and how we control it are a lot of the themes of Aquarius. It reminds me a lot of the story about Ganga. If you might know that Ganga is the name of a sacred river in North India. And Ganga is also a goddess, a river goddess. Once she came down raging onto the earth and would have destroyed everything if Lord Shiva hadn't put himself in her current and allowed her to wash over his head and his long jata, his long dreadlocks. It's said that he allowed the water to become soft and gentle so that the Ganga could be peaceful and distribute the water along the plains in a gentle and nourishing way. So Shivaratri is a holiday usually celebrated with some level of austerity. of focus, inward focus, of quiet, of at least a moment of meditation and prayer, and ideally fasting and prayer all night. Saturn, this planet of austerity and limitation, actually is very close to the sun. And in fact, in the last couple of weeks, he's been speeding up to meet the sun and deep in the rays of the sun now as I'm making this video. Now, when Saturn is combust, there is a level of exhaustion or a feeling sort of a depletion or lack of focus that can come with it. But Saturn can also be an ally in this time if you really want to do inner work and really take this time seriously. Another wonderful influence that just began as well is that Venus has entered her sign of exaltation. I'm talking about the sidereal zodiac right now. So she just entered Pisces, where Jupiter is, and the two of them are the two benefics, right? They're the two givers, the two gurus of the sky, and they are very strong in Pisces, which is a naturally very generous and spiritual sign. And so there's a level of healing that comes with this as well, opening of the heart, compassion, and love that can grow. And so acts of generosity and charity are amplified right now, especially around Shivaratri. And staying open to what love really is. Of course, Jupiter and Venus together in Pisces can certainly bring new love or enhance your relationships, but also it can help you see the love that is all around you that you may not normally really value. Okay, let's just see what the tarot cards have to say about the Shivaratri coming up and the new moon in Shatabisha. So the first card that comes through is the Two of Wands. A lot of fierce, fiery energy in that card. You know, I remember the last reading we had, or very fiery reading as well, and that full moon had extremely tense energy in it with Ashlesha and the squares of Uranus on the sun and the moon, the midpoint of Uranus. And we did see some pretty intense energy, especially in Turkey and Syria with the devastating earthquakes that happened. There may have been an earthquake kind of feeling in your life. Now I'm seeing, especially with this card here, the Eight of Coins, there's something that it's about rooting. It's about coming back to yourself, slowing down a bit, if possible, and just taking a moment to be still and reflect on where you're standing and what you're doing. And the Nine of Cups, which really speaks to me of that Venus-Jupiter passage through Pisces that we're going to have in the next 4 weeks. Happiness. There's a mantra that we all say here at this ashram, Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. It's a prayer that all beings may be happy. It is a decision, happiness sometimes. And we have to make a focused effort. There's a certain tapas, a certain burning that is a part of letting go of our attachments that create the suffering, so that we can be free and see through the illusions of our ego, ahankara, our pride, or just the illusions of what we think we need. It's really all we need is given to us. See beyond the veil of illusion, beyond the duality, the fire of what we desire and what we have aversion to, and come back to the center, the true root of your being. Thank you for coming to the Planetary Astrology New Moon Forecast. I do offer one-on-one Zoom readings. I'm doing from India. I'm opening up a few more slots if you're interested in getting a reading with me one-on-one. I also have this YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe if you like it and get on my newsletter. It's free. Also, check me out on Facebook and Instagram. And I will see you soon on the next full moon. Take care.